Welcome to another episode. Married 39 years, retired, 3 children, 7 grandchildren, and a perfectly good life on land. We're trading our comfortable routine for an adventure while we're still young enough to climb a mast and old enough to know better. This is your Captain Tiny. And I'm your first mate, Bubbles. And this is our saga aboard Tiny Bubbles. Follow the journey with all its triumphs, laughs, and challenging moments. And be inspired to dream about your adventure. We have had an absolutely amazing time here at Cat Island in the Bahamas. 6 of us boats from Blue Water Cruising, participating in an anchorage together, sharing meals together, birthdays together, hikes together. It's just been really, really great. And we are the first boat to kind of depart ways. We are going to start our slog back to Florida. Hopefully it's not a slog at all. We have a route planned and it should take us, we're giving ourselves 4 or 5 days to get there, but it looks like we should have some really good downwind sailing for all that. But I'm a little sad to leave this anchorage and these sweet people. It's been an amazing time. And the water, I mean, come on, clear as can be, day and night. Super great. All right, we are underway. Slightly behind One Life, though we're not going to the same place. Should I steer a course different from theirs?
No, yeah, we all got to go out to the same corner and make a turn.
Okay, but they're under sail, so I'll try to keep it low RPMs. Well, it's obvious where the course is. We're not running into shallow water on this side. I'm going to cheat a little bit to the port side of them, and then our turn will be a little, maybe that's a little bit, a lot. Well, let me see where it lands. I'll be 10 degrees off of our course. So yesterday, sadly, we split off from the rest of the group that was going to a different anchorage in Cat Island, but we need to start thinking about moving longer distances to get back home. So we're still on Cat Island, but we went maybe a couple hours further than the rest of the group. We're at a little community called Arthurstown, I believe.
What is this,
Orange Point.
Just to the west.
Just to the west. So we need to, we're choosing to put the dinghy down. There is supposedly a little convenience store that we're going to go check out. We could get home on the food that we have probably, but we're down to just canned green beans as our vegetable. So if we can find some other things to add with the meats that we have, that might be good. So, it's interesting being at these little communities. When you're in a large group, it feels, there's a lot of confidence. We can go together. I have no worry about safety. That's not my concern. But, we've never been here before. We don't exactly know where the store is. We think we know where we can tie up the dinghy, but again, we're not exactly sure. There's a couple of restaurants up there, I guess, but so we're just going to do our best, park the dinghy, walk in the direction that we believe the store is, hope that it's open, and see what we can find. To land! Woo! Woo!
How you doing?
Beautiful church against a cloudy sky. We're going up to a laundromat and a grocery store. And I think it's a government building too. The store was small but very well stocked, and we were able to find some fresh produce along with some guilty snacks and some much needed bug spray. Now we can go exploring in our new location. You can hear the bees buzzing all through these trees. And it smells like sweet nectar. Oh, they're all up there. It's buzzing all around. And my tour guide is figuring out where we're gonna go.
You know what? It'll be a nice walk. We'll go until we're tired.
Okay.
There's no way we're gonna make the blue hole.
The blue hole, also known as the boiling hole, is very deep and connected to the ocean through underwater tunnels. When the tide shifts, the water churns, creating tiny bubbles, which is how it got its name, the boiling hole. We didn't see it on this trip, but we'll definitely make time to see it next. Could we ding closer?
No, it's inland. It's that way.
Oh, okay. And I don't quite have the shoes for a hike.
Yeah, but we'll walk.
Okay. So you realize we just left our boat open and our dinghy available, and shoot, we could find ourselves without a boat when we get back. I doubt it.
Yeah, well, that would be bad.
Would be bad. It's cute seeing those little girls in their school uniforms coming in to the store just like you would imagine, school kids doing in a rural area.
Yeah.
Going in to get their little candies and look at this makeshift basketball hoop.
I love it. Next time we come, it's things to bring, things we didn't think about. Bring a volleyball, a basketball, a couple basketballs, a couple volleyballs,
soccer balls,
some knives, like what's his face gives out.
Yep.
Bunch of hooks.
Well, we need to find a place on the boat that a bin would fit for every time we're home, or some place where we could buy things like that we. I think that would be the definition of trying to be a good neighbor. There's tiny bubbles out there. She's so pretty on the water.
So is your gimbal working or not?
Yeah. So we are on the northwest end of Cat Island. And Dale looked up today to see why it's called Cat Island. And what'd you discover?
It's not named for cats. It's named for a pirate named something Cat.
Huh.
And the cat, his name is C-A-T-T.
Interesting.
And it's the infamous pirate
Infamous.
Cat.
Huh.
That's why I've never heard of him.
Well, and yet we wander deep into the woods.
Here we
Two
are.
gringos.
Here we are. Nobody has any idea where we're at. Wandering into the middle of Cat
We
Island.
don't really know where we're at. And we're trying to figure out how to get home. But for now, we're wandering a dirt road. There's a blue hole or something cool up here. We don't think we'll be able to hike that far because we didn't bring water or hiking shoes.
We just needed to get off the boat and actually move our legs in one direction. So we are moving that direction for about another 10 minutes, and then we're going to move that way.
Yeah, go back. I'll be hot enough for a swim by then. And by swim, I mean dunk. Like, not an exercise swim, just a dunk. Cool off dunk. Kind of like that the skies are overcast, but I don't like that. That means we might be stuck here for days. Look at those power lines, how low they are.
Oh, like this. They've got them strapped back. Look at this. They got them pulled back out of the way. I love it. Can you see that?
I think so.
That's right here.
Yep. Funny. So what would you call this? A little lagoon, a little cenote, a
I
little...
would say it's more like a cenote, yeah.
Look at all the turtles.
And they are all coming over going, hey, you gonna get us something to eat?
They are, look at them.
They have been fed before.
They're looking up at us.
They're going, hey, you got something to eat?
Oh, and she said, if you got bread or anything.
Yeah.
We didn't bring anything, little turtles. I'm so sorry.
Sorry, dudes.
We're the worst tourists ever.
Ever. Well, that's what they're doing.
I got nada.
1, 2, 3, 4. Gosh, they just keep coming out. Look at they're coming out the sides there. And there's a bunch just hanging back in there. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. And there's some caves back there.
I guess you could walk around and duck under, but
Yeah, you're doing that
I ain't doing that.
now. Very cool. All right, you guys have a good day now.
Sorry, next time. Or if he croaks on the way over, I'll bring him and
Throw them in.
give you some goodies.
About to hit our 15 minutes.
Okay. Hey, goats. Sounds like it needs a little work on its vocal cords. Bye, goats.
Bye-bye.
Just taking the trash off the boat. You often have to ask around to see where the appropriate place to put trash is, because you certainly don't want to be an unpleasant tourist. So while we were at the grocery store, we asked her where to bring trash, and so she said we could bring it up behind her store. So that was nice. It's low tide, so we have this little pool here. Lots of little fish in it.
Got my glasses in the front pockets.
Okay. You're gonna jump on this side?
No, I'm gonna jump on the other side, but
Okay.
come over here to the sandbar so I can get
Okay.
as far as I can before I have to do this, because it's... All right, here we go.
Don't get chopped by that prop.
Yeah.
Seeing blood behind. Gonna be mad. All right, that's good. Get in. Okay, honey, get in. Phew! Almost had to take Stumpy home. We'd have to change the name of the boat to Stumpy Bubbles. I cracked myself up.
Stumpy bubbles.
Stumpy Bubbles. Thank you, Land, for giving us exercise and some produce and some candy and popcorn and some laughter. Now we need to go back where the cold beer is. So out on the front of the boat, the bow of the boat, 2 trampolines, we have these 2 hatches. This one is the owner's head. Actually, it's the owner's shower that goes down right in there. We have a nice screen so we can have that back to our sleeping quarters open for ventilation. This hatch is called the sail locker. As you can see, this is where all the sails live, and extra lines. And Dave had put a nice ladder to make it easy to get down in there and to pull stuff out. But up in there, way deep up in there, there is a bit of a leak. There is, let me try to show you. That little cleat at the bottom, hook at the bottom, used to be where the bridle set. Now the bridle's up here. Used to be down there, giving some pull to that area that is not really strong enough to take the weight of the anchor, the boat at anchor. And so it's developed a bit of a leak that is causing there to be water down in here. Luckily, this can drain into the next section underneath where the bilge pump can take out that water. But the other day I was cleaning this hatch and I opened it up and smelled a little mildewy. So we decided till we get that problem fixed, which is way back in there. It's going to take some special tools to actually fix it. Special reach. We decided at anchor we just keep this hatch open and keep it nice and somewhat dried out. Depending on the journey, we may have 4 or 5 days to get back to Fort Pierce. Couple reasons we actually need to get back. Multiple reasons we actually have to get back. I am running out of my thyroid medication, which they would not ship to me in Puerto Rico when I had the time to accept mail. Now I'm at sea, so there's nowhere to ship it to. But I have plenty waiting for me at home. Need to get back for that. Also, as the end of May approaches, I need to have some pre-op appointments for my hysterectomy that's going to happen in June. I need an EKG and some blood work and yada, 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 yada. So we have to get back to Fort Pierce for that. Not only that, we have to get the boat ready. Heads changed, move aboard, and get the boat north of the Florida-Georgia line for hurricane season. Our insurance requires that we do that by July 1st. So we have to get some stuff done. So floating at sea is wonderful, and I'd love to take my time and explore the Luthras and the Abacos. We're going to go by a lot of that, stopping maybe here and there, but we can't really take time right now. But when we come back in November, December, we're spending the whole season, November to late May, in the Bahamas exploring it. And that is going to be an awesome place to invite friends and family, whether you want to sail with us or just island hop with us or be an anchor with us. That's going to be a great place to do that. So we're looking forward to next season. We've been on the water longer than we expected to be on the water. And I'm so happy that we didn't end up back at home super early, because it's been great. We've had a great time, but we are feeling kind of a crunch. We need to get back.
Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
But does that put us in a hiding place on Sunday or not?
Yeah, no, it would. So if we go Saturday to there.
Where are we and where are we going?
Let's see, we are in Arthurtown. Arthurtown's right there, about 2 miles away. Cat Island.
Our route is we're gonna end up at Highborn Clay today.
Highborn Key.
Excuse me.
Our original plan was to stay at Arthurstown for just one night, but because of weather and a little bit of nerves, we ended up staying 3 nights before taking off.
Gonna go through the cut, anchor for the night, and we may press off tomorrow to Nassau, or we may wait a day and then press off to Nassau, and then after Nassau, press off towards home. But the route is about 65 miles today, so it's going to take us 10, 11 hours, something like that. We should be getting there about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, go through the cut. But yeah, pretty straightforward.
Okay.
Stage should be somewhere about 3 feet, but at our back the whole way.
And what sail configuration do you imagine?
I'm thinking parasail.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna break it out for about the first hour or so.
Yeah,
Just
agreed.
We're gonna
Let's
motor out of here.
test it and see where we're going.
we might use the Genoa for a while. I mean, that'd be an easy thing to pull out and put in. So other than that, yeah.
Yesterday we got engines on and had our coffee, and
Yeah.
then what happened?
I was getting ready to pull the anchor up, and I was just thinking through what was going on, what the route looked like that morning, and what weather I had anticipated from the forecast the day before, and what it was right now, and it was quite a bit more, and it was something we could do. It was just not going to be very pleasant, and we have kind of gotten over we got to get there. So I was praying about it, and he was saying, "Don't do it, just hang." And so we did that. We stopped. We decided we weren't going to go, and then we were kind of at a loss. We put a kind of a note. Tammy put a note out into Discord, and Martin looked at our options, and he called us back, and we talked through those options. Decided that we were going to go to Highborn Clay and go across the banks. He had good things to say about, it's not a big deal because we've never done it before. Go through Nassau, excuse me, and then on the way home. So that's what we're going to do.
Yep.
Just change our route. Instead of going basically that way, we're going to go that way and end up staying in Fort Pierce. Yeah.
Great.
That's it.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right, cool.
We got this. I care deeply about our safety and that we're a team, and I don't talk to Dale about some of the side things that are going on, but I think he's witnessed twice now. I come up in my sailing costume for the day. It is clothes that I choose, usually that have some warmth level and layering level to them, because I get cold up there. And if we're doing overnight passages, I want to be able to just lay down on the bed and sleep and wake up and pull off my wool socks or whatever I put on to come back to the helm to take my turn. First day I put on, I know it sounds silly, but it really is what I do. Put on my leggings and my tank top and my sun shirt and had a jacket. And I thought to myself, this needs to be my coming home outfit. So when we aborted that day, I took it off, I rolled it up, put it in the closet. The next day when I thought we were leaving, I put on a different ensemble. I'm like, well, I like this ensemble too. So today I have on my least favorite sailing ensemble because we won't see anybody all day. We might not see anybody when I'm wearing my favorite ensemble, but it's just a little something I do that is silly, I know, but I do it. And just like that, we are underway. 7 a.m. on the dot. I think we even talked about being gone by 7:30, so we're a little ahead of schedule. We're feeling good about the plan, which is really important. We have about 10 hours to go today. And we're just going to take it easy for the first hour or so, settle in, discuss sails when it's time. Right now I have us going 6.5 knots. The wind, The apparent wind is 15.5 knots at 100 degrees to the port side. True wind is about the same. Our depth is 14 feet. And we're going out into the open water. Three points of contact. Super important when you're on the roof of the boat in rolling seas. And it don't matter if you sit or crawl. There's no heroics here. Just do what you have to do. Now bark like a dog. Howl at the moon. Bark like a dog. Apparent wind angle is 90 degrees on the port side. Our day was manageable, and we made good time to Highburn Key. There were limited services there, so we were hoping to stay only one night. But as we watched the weather throughout the day, we could see the possibility of thunderstorms developing. Once we anchored, the seas became quite rolly, and we knew we might have to alter our plans for sailing to Nassau the next day.
Water detected. Water detected. Check the port side for hold.
Not the kind of clouds you necessarily want to see when you're on a sailboat. What we should do? I saw the lightning. Are you scared?
Yeah.
What do we do?
We're done. We can't do anything. We really can't.
We've got one beer to split. Should we do it now?
Let's drink.
Whiskey. We got some whiskey.
I got some whiskey. Let's drink.
Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. Batten down the hatches. Oof. It does look scary. Rain, rain, go away. Actually, I don't mind the rain.